Hello traders, this is Mac Billion. Today is November 3rd, 2015, and let's talk about the market. Let's start with the spider. The spider is back to the ceiling. It's back to 212, 213 Fibonacci resistance. It was resistant all year long. Every time we go there, we move sideways and down, sideways and down. So it's hard to get short in here, but I would like to wait for a good catalyst to see if we can break out right here and move up. The other scenario is we're gonna fail again here, move sideways and down back to 203 or 204. We need to see what's gonna happen in December. Usually at the end of the year you get a Santa rally. We didn't have it yet last year, and we are up to the resistance level. So hard to trade this spider right here. We just have to wait if we're gonna break out or it's gonna fail. Be patient. I think not many people enjoy this rally here from 203 to 212, but I'm waiting to see if we can trade the breakout or the fail. Now let's talk about Apple. Apple right here, as you can see, is also a major resistance, which is the 50 simple moving average and the Fibonacci 122. That's the key level right now, 122. As you can see right here, it break out today that level in the Fibonacci, and now tomorrow it has to confirm the breakout for us to go long. One thing that I don't like is the volume, not volume. Today you trade 45 millions. You usually trade 55 to 70 millions. And DMI is bullish and strong, so that's another thing that I like, but I don't like the volume. So let's see if we confirm tomorrow about today's high, which is 123.50. Let's go long in this one. The target will be 134. Again, major resistance for the year. Now let's talk about BABA. BABA, as you can see here, is back also to 84 resistance. This is a key number because it was resistant back in July. It was resisting from March to April, all those 3 months, February, March, and April. It was resistant. So 84 is an important resistance right here. I didn't see any volume in the past 3 days, but what else have volume? No, nothing has volume. Everything is moving without volume. Not many participants on this rally. But let's see if we can break out right here, and we have to follow price, and DMI is bullish. If we break out 84, I'm gonna go long, and the target is gonna be 90, 98, which is the Fibonacci's that I'm watching. And there is a gap right here that if we break out in 84, it might want to close this gap right here from January at $98. I like BABA at the beginning of the year for a long-term trade, but you know what happens. It break down and break down and break down to 56, but finally it bounced. Let's see if this is a true bounce. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about Facebook. Facebook is going to report tomorrow. Look at this. Inside this opening channel, but it's at the top of the channel. So very hard to tell this if we're going to break out tomorrow, this channel, because it's major resistance. You know, when you see a trade right here that is at the major resistance, the report has to be really awesome for the stop to move up from here. It has to be a really awesome report. If not, if it's a flat report or it's a little good, then it's gonna move sideways right here and just hold the $100 level. I like Facebook shares. 120 is my end of the year. Let's see if it happens, but it needs to take a little rest. But let's see, maybe we got a huge surprise. There is a lot of things that this company can report, and let's see if we can have a great surprise and break out to 120 tomorrow. But there is a 65-70% probability that the report is just gonna be good, and it's just gonna trade right here at the 100 level. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about GG. I'm long on GG. It's a very nice trade because you have a defined stop loss at 1230. 1230 is the support right here. If you break down this level, bye-bye. It's gonna go to 9. But I think it's high probability, let's say 80% probability, that we're gonna bounce from here and test this resistance again on 17. Let's see what happens. The guidance for this GG Gold Corporation company was really nice. They're in big expectation, but the guidance was nice. So I don't think we're gonna break down, and that's what I'm long on GG. Now let's talk about Herbalife. Herbalife's report today after market close. The report is not good, but it's not great. It's just still inside this triangle. Usually this one doesn't move after earnings report in pre-market hours, but it will move tomorrow. Let's see if we can break out right here or break down. I have a long position on this one, but let's see if we break down here. Bye bye. This is gonna go to 49. If we break out, let's welcome 61 or 65. Now let's talk about IWN. This is the iShares results. It break out this major resistance that I was talking about yesterday, the 117.45 level, and it confirmed, but no volume. No volume. ADX is really low at 11, so we might have a big move right here if this is continued tomorrow. So let's see. I wanted to see some volume to see if we can enter to 120 and probably break out again and move to the highest. You see the spider is at the major resistance, the S&P, but the Russell is not. The Russell just move up a little bit and stay right here in this range. So let's see what happens tomorrow if we can see some volume to enter long. Now PNRA. PNRA, you can really see a nice head and shoulder right here. This is a nice head and shoulder, the head and the shoulders, and the 200 moving average is the 200 moving average is the neck. Let me show you. This is the neck. It looks like it already break down right here. It's just holding because the market is holding. I have puts on this one. I think it's gonna go down to 166. That's my level. However, there is some resistance at 174, 175. This level right here, this Fibonacci level is resisting. It was resisting. It was support. Pardon. It is support back in July. It was support back in September. So I think if you go to 175, it's gonna be support again. However, the breakdown of the 200 moving average is gonna be ugly and it might attract sellers to 166. I'm bearish on PNRA. I think it's gonna go to 166. Now let's talk about another one. Tesla report today. Look at this. What happens today? It reports today. It break down. It was very suspicious right here. This breakdown before the market closed, but then the report was good. The guidance was good. The business is good in China. I think this is gonna move to 237 tomorrow, which is the Fibonacci resistance. You break out the 226, it's just holding right there, but we might see a nice move tomorrow to 237. And if you break down the 237, prepare to see the 250. I'm bullish on Tesla. I think this was gonna finish around 280 end of the year. I like Tesla. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about Twitter. I'm short on Twitter. It's just holding because the market is holding. It's amazing, you know, when the market is bullish and strong, even though it has no volume, the ones that are bad just hold there, waiting for the market to break down a little bit so they can finally rest. I think Twitter is gonna go to $23. I think it needs to test right here. It's just holding the 50 simple moving average. I'm bearish on Twitter. I think it's gonna break down. However, I'm caution right here. If you break down, if you finish about the 5 simple moving average, I'm gonna bail out because I think you're probably gonna test the 33 again and go down. But I'm bearish on this one. And now let's talk about the last one. Let's talk about this one. This is a very interesting. It's a WYNN resort, and you have to put it in your watch list because it's interesting chart. It was at the beginning of the year it was $150, and right now it's $74. It's down 50%. I haven't done a good research on this one, but the chart looks very interesting. If we break out this resistance right here, prepare to go long because I think this is oversold, and I think this fresh crossover on DMI might take us to break out this area right here around 84, 85 and finally start to moving. It looks like the BABA. When BABA was breaking down like that, we finally got breakout and start moving. So you probably wanted to put this one in your watch list. So traders, join my billion. I have a great promotion to join my billion, so we can trade end of the year and start strong 2016. Join my billion, great promotion for lifetime membership. You don't have to pay monthly fees, only one-time payment, and you become a Bank Billion member. This is everything for today. Trade on.